I like big boats and I cannot lie.
Oh, thank you, baby. I like a bit of butt.
No, boats. This beautiful ship behind me, Quantum of the Seas.
Not me.
I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want.
Okay. Hi, we are Rob and Ali, sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel.
We are back here at the Brisbane International Cruise Terminal. Where else? The sun is shining, it's blue sky. Where else would we be? We are not here for the Pacific Encounter this time. We are here on the Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas, and we've got a full house. We've got all the family with us. We've got Al's parents and we've got the girls with us for a 3-night getaway.
Silly Ruby the dog has had to go into a resort. That's the only one missing.
She is, unfortunately.
Look at this beauty behind me.
Royal Caribbean, Quantum of the Seas. We've been on this ship before. It's been a little while since we've been on this ship.
I am so excited. I have gone on and on about this ship. And you know when you go on and on about how beautiful something is and you think, please don't disappoint, after I've said to the family how amazing it is. So
It is. Now, a bit of a disappointment though, if you're talking of disappointments, a bit of a disappointment. Apparently the computers are down. John has come and seen us. John recognises us from the times that we're here.
Hi, John.
And John's come and seen us and said the computers are down, which is why there is a huge queue. Huge queue. Huge.
How many people, how many passengers do we have to get on board?
Over 5,000, and I think they're all queued up waiting to get on board because of a computer failure. So we're going to hop in line and get our space in the line. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get on board. It depends how quickly they can do this manually. We will find out, and we'll let you know as we go along.
It's a bit drudgy, isn't it, when you have to queue?
I know.
Because the queue that you can see here outside, you know that when you go in, they have where you have the queues that go zigzag, 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 and so it's just packed. And they don't have very good air conditioning in there. They have huge, massive fans.
It might take a while.
Huge
and massive. Not just huge or massive. They're huge and massive.
Huge and massive. And you can't take your drinks in, can you?
No.
There's a little vending machine. So it's going to get a little bit hot.
It is a little bit hot. We might have to go and get a drink anyway. The queue's moving fairly quickly now. I think they must have sorted out whatever problem they had, and we're almost at the terminal building, about to enter the terminal building. So that wasn't quite as bad as it looked, to be honest with you, but it's still, what is it now? It's after 1 o'clock, so it's still a little
but we
while.
haven't actually got in the building yet.
No, we haven't, you're right.
We've got more spirally queues inside.
We're a little bit cranky now, to say the least, because Elle's parents, who are 90, or thereabouts.
I'm cranky and I'm laughing because I got told off.
They made
the guy with the mic who always makes you throw your drinks away.
He made them walk. Actually, I can't get a picture of it from here, but he made them walk down 3 lines of snake when there was nobody in front.
Nobody. It was
nobody
empty.
in front. Rather than
they had to walk the full length of the cruise terminal inside 5 times backwards and forwards, up and down, when there's nobody there.
Anyway.
Would not let me lift up the barrier to let them go through, and I said they are 90 years of age, and he went, madam, they're going to have to walk on the ship, so go in line like everybody else. He is so bloody rude. Honestly, it's the guy who does the water thing that we've complained about before. He's like, give a guy a badge and a job. Oh my God, he's a job's worth.
Hopefully that's the only drama, because now we're at the check-in. We're going to go through the check-in. Well, it's all drama here as we're embarking, but first let me tell you that when we got up to the check-in, the ladies there were beautiful. They were so helpful, so kind. So all the crankiness from trying to get into the terminal building was washed away by the delightful ladies who helped us at check-in. So thank you so much. You've actually restored our mood for our holiday. Anyway, so the drama is we've gone through security. There are 6 of us. There's Alison, myself, Alison's parents, Jim and Sheila, and the girls, Gabby and Maddie. 6 of us went into the security scanning. 5 of us came out. We don't know where Sheila is. We can't find her. So we're walking down to the ship to see if she has sort of like tagged on with another group inadvertently and gone on the ship. She's not in security at the moment, so I think that's where she's going to be. We'll soon find out anyway. So we're going down the walkway. The girls have stayed back in case she turns up there, and we'll give them a call and let them know. We'll let you know how it goes, whether she's going to be joining us on the cruise or whether she's going to be getting an Uber back to the house. Okay, we've located her. She is actually on the ship. She's got on the ship, so we're all going to get on the ship now and join Sheila. And hopefully get a bit of lunch. Certainly a drink. I'm absolutely parched.
Now I have found my mummy. I can now get excited. Yay! Nearly there.
She wasn't really lost though, was she? Seriously.
She was. She's my mummy, and she was lost. And I said she'll be so distraught on her own.
Here we go. Quantum of the Seas. We did it woohoo well.
Here we go. Here they are. Getting nagged to death.
Woohoo! Quantum of the Seas.
Woohoo! I had to go and lie down in a dark room with a wet flannel on my head. Embarkation day, Robert. Oh.
This next section we're actually doing a couple of days later because there are a few things that happened which you'll already have seen in the earlier video which threw us off our stride a little bit, to be honest with you. So from getting on board until a little bit later, I think when we were in the lunch restaurant, we didn't really do too much filming. So we're going to take you through now what actually happened on Embarkation Day.
You arrive on board on deck 5 at the side here. It's actually just at the side of Wonderland. This is the balcony area over the main promenade in the centre of the ship. There are about 5 or 6 kind of stations here where you either you flashed kind of your embarkation piece of paper, or some people had it on their app, and then you were allowed on board. Nobody actually informs you, I don't think, at any stage that your key cards are actually in the door. I mean, we guessed that, but my parents were just like at 6s and 7s. They were just like, don't know where to go, don't know what we're doing. Nobody'd really explained. So although you have I'm calling them the ambassadors inside the terminal, they didn't really explain anything. There's a lot of grumpy ones, a lot of nice ones that smiled, but they weren't really trained to be ambassadors to help you get on the ship and understand what was going on. And then when we got on here, friendly faces, welcome on board, but nobody told you anything what to do. So it was a little bit like kind of pulling the cork out of a champagne bottle and everybody just flooding in, all bubbling and fizzing away like this, and then going, so what do we do?
Now there were some staff around in t-shirts with big "Ask Me" written across the front. But nobody mentioned that. When you check in and you show your card to at the doors here, if they had just said, if you have any questions, see the guys with the "Ask Me" t-shirts on, would have been fine.
Literally 30 seconds of explaining that just go to muster and your key card's in the door, go check out your room and then go and have something to eat and relax. Just that would have helped, but there was nothing. So, okay, you're ushered through here, and then they did have signs up about which muster station to go to. Nobody knew how to know where your muster station was because you didn't have your cards, and normally you get given your key cards at the check-in desk, and it shows you on there which is your muster, and normally you're shown this is your muster station. So we got on board and we're all like, so where's our muster? Another confusing thing is over the tannoy, they didn't refer to it as muster station. So muster station's on the board, and it had things like C5, C6, B4 or whatever, and then pointed you off in the directions. And people had sticks with those letters and numbers on. But over the tannoy, they kept referring to it as something like passenger safety briefing, which is a completely different term. And I think, again, it kind of threw our party off a little bit. So ours was, I think, B6 or something, and we went all the way down here.
I think it was D4, but that's okay. The numbers don't matter.
Numbers doesn't matter.
Ours was outside Jamie's, which
So
is down just where that big
down
chandelier is.
So it wasn't very far for us, and then we all said we'll meet back here. That never happened either. We kept having, let's meet up here places. And we just all kept getting in a bit of a disarray again.
And because of the time, we needed to make sure we got to the restaurant to get some food because it was going on for 3 o'clock by then.
Yeah, because there was delays in getting everybody on board. So the muster was pretty much the same as what you normally have, where they don't really give you a briefing anymore. You just go up to the person there, they scan it in, and they just tell you to then listen to the safety briefing in your room and read the cards and all that kind of jazz. And then we were kind of off we went to our rooms, and then up to the Windjammer for lunch.
So now you're completely up to date with what happened with the missing section of this video. Let's carry on from the Windjammer at lunch. We've got on board, we've dropped our bags off, and we managed to make it to the Windjammer. It was supposed to close at 3 o'clock, I think, but I think they've kept it open a little bit later because of the lateness of everybody getting on with the problems they've had. So we have got a lovely seat right at the back of the Windjammer for lunch. Let me show you. So right at the back of the Windjammer here is this little area which is, it's lovely out here. Out of the hustle and bustle of the restaurant, right at the back of the ship, looking out over the port at the moment, waiting for sail away. Al's playing around with the phone, trying to work out what we're going to do this evening.
I'm still getting over the getting on board schmozzle. I think I've done my 100,000 steps before sitting down for this food.
It wasn't the smoothest, was it?
Certainly wasn't. And now the girls are trying to get me in on my phone to get all the lovely details on the app. The app is amazing, but my phone isn't amazing.
It does help if you tried to look at the right cruise, though. Apparently, nothing was coming up in the daily planner because she was looking at a different cruise. We are on the Quantum of the Seas, Royal Caribbean Quantum of the Seas, and it is sail away.
One, two, we haven't done it together.
Ah, here we go then.
It's sail away. It is scorching.
It's a beautiful day. The cruise gods are shining on us once again as we sail out of Brisbane into...
And they have got the party in full swing, haven't they?
Oh, all the usual suspects. We've got Macarena, we've got YMCA, we've got... everybody's down by the pool dancing.
You've got to turn the camera around to look at that view. As we are pulling away from Brisbane, look at that view, baby. Isn't that just gorgeous? Sailing away at sunset.
Well, it's not exactly sunset, it's 4:30.
Well, it's coming, yeah, it'll be sun's going down, isn't it? People are in the pool, they're in the jacuzzi, they're standing around dancing. Do you know what? It was an absolute schmozzle us getting on today, and we were right cranky with old or whatever his name is. Honestly, ruined the whole start of the day. Yeah. And put us all, we were all, you know when you get in a fluster and then you think everything goes wrong after that, and I think it's all a state of mind then, that because none of us were connected, because of it, it kind of got us all...
Well, I think it's wore your mum and dad out. They've gone for a rest.
They've gone for a lie down.
They've gone for a lie down.
The girls have gone for a lie down. Everybody was just worn out. Us too, of course. Can't tie us down, can you?
Absolutely not.
Can't put us down. That's gone. We're sailing away. And do you know, and the other thing is, get yourself a drink, an ice cold drink. Come up, listen to the vibes, and suddenly all your troubles and your woes.
Yep. Now, the thing about Royal Caribbean is as well as being able to bring one bottle of wine on per person over 18, you can also bring 12 non-alcoholic drinks per cabin, and they can be bottles, cans, or cartons.
Now look at this, folks. I don't drink, but they now have these fantastic things. So this is a gin and tonic. This is non-alcoholic. It also happens to be 0 sugar as well. Woo! This, so put in here, I've got a glass from over there. The guys gave me some ice. It actually is. It's really like a bitter gin and tonic. It's beautiful. Yeah. So I am packed. I'm not spending any money on this cruise whatsoever. I've got a case full of all these different ones. And
I think they'll look through every single one of them in the case when we came through security just to check that we weren't hiding some in there. Okay, let's get on with this sail away party.
Whoa, I'm ready for a dance. Are you?
They've stopped your music though.
I think I might be ready for a dance. Gotta wait for the music.
Okay. We have unpacked, settled into our cabin, and Al's having a bit of a rest before we get ready for dinner, so I'm off to check out the solarium. Thought I might spend half an hour in the solarium just chilling out, watching the sun go down. The solarium is a fantastic area. I love this area. It's right at the front of the ship. It's got its own bar, the sunshine bar, and it's got a series of cascading pools. So they're very shallow, as you can see. You can sit in here can take your cocktails in there. You can sit and have your cocktails. There's 3 cascading pools here, and at the bottom there's a very shallow pool with lounges in, where you can sit there and lounge and have your cocktails and just read a book, take in the day. And as it's right at the front of the ship, you can see out of the front in these huge glass windows, and it's got this big glass ceiling, so during the day it's protected from the weather. As well as the pools, there are also these big spas. There's 2 big spas on either side down right at the front. Now let me show you this. Right at the front of the ship here, you can see all the way over, little crew area down there. We've seen some people having a coffee and a bit of a break down there, right the way down to the sea and out to sea. That was lovely and relaxing in the solarium this afternoon, but I might have stayed in there a little bit too long because it was a quick dash to get ready for dinner. We have my time dining, so we've come down to deck 4, which is where we've been allocated on the Silk restaurant. We're going to the Silk restaurant. We hadn't made a reservation. Bit of a boo-boo on our part. We probably should have made a reservation when we got on, and there is a little bit of a queue. So we will see. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. It's moving fairly quickly though, so it's nearly 8 o'clock, and we'll see what time we actually get into the restaurant. But tip for the other nights is we will make a reservation.
So one very happy mistake has brought us here to the Chic restaurant. So here we are, and I love this restaurant. It's beautiful. It's although it's absolutely packed, they've got a lot of soft furnishings around, and it absorbs all the sound and the tablecloths and everything. It's very cleverly done. So the sound level is really tolerable, and no kind of loud music. I don't know, if you guys watch me, you'll know that I hate too much noise and too much going on when I'm eating. I like it, this subdued level. So we're very happy. The menu's beautiful. Robert's going to take the copy of the menu and put that up for you to have a look at.
Yeah, now last time we were here they had a separate vegan menu. They've no longer got the separate vegan menu, but they've incorporated vegan options into the main menu.
You are going to have to carry on watching to see the vegan dessert that they've got for me tonight. Don't go anywhere.
The most popular option for the starters was the shrimp cocktail, and that looks lovely.
It does. They've changed it up a little bit. So rather than having the mayonnaise that you normally have, or some kind of creamy dip, they've done it with a spicy tomato. It's quite spicy, quite hot, and then the lemon juice over the top. Delicious. Now, although this is my favourite restaurant, the seats are pretty. So you've got the seats with armrests on, which I love a good armrest, because you do this rather than doing this, which obviously looks a lot more refined and elegant. However, they are quite low. It's quite low for me. But mummy over there looks like she needs a cushion, a little bit of a bolster seat. Let's go. So I think we might have to ask them for something to raise the chair up.
Now Jim had a crispy crab cake. This is what the crispy crab cakes look like, and I've gone out on my own and had the escargot in a garlic and parsley butter, I think it was. Anyway, I shall try these and enjoy. We finished dinner and we debated where to go next, and we have ended up at the Harp and Horn pub where William is playing. It's quite noisy down here. There's a lot of people around. It's quite lively, but we managed to get a table, so that's all good. We'll listen to William for a little while. We are gold members. Gold member. Here we go. Gold. We're gold members. With the gold membership loyalty program, you get, according to the leaflet, you get 10% off your beers, wines and spirits. and you get 2 with 50% off. Now, I've not had my 2 50%, ignore that for a moment. But I've not been getting my 10% off either, so I'll have to go and see Dwayne, who sorted us out with Alison's Gold loyalty membership earlier on. But when I went up to the bar now, they've got a deal on, buy 4 beers, get 1 for free. So I said, I'm not going to drink 5 beers this evening. He goes, put them in your fridge, take them back to your cabin, put them in your fridge. So yeah, buy 4, get 1. At US dollar prices, you take advantage of any of the deals. Cheers. Time to leave the pub now, although the guy singing William is still on there, but I've got my bucket of beers, or what's left of it, and you can't end a night in the pub on a cruise ship without pizza. Let's go and grab some pizza.
The pizza here, they cook it fresh in these ovens, but they do large
Hello there, what have we got
pizzas,
here?
and then they slice them up here.
Pepperoni and cheese.
Okay, we'll grab a couple of slices of pepperoni, please.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. Do you want some?
Only if they've got any with no cheese or any dairy-free or vegan cheese.
We don't have vegan.
Okay, thank you.
No. Okay, can I grab another pizza then? Oh, what's that one, did you say?
Hawaiian?
Oh no, that pepperoni.
Only one more. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much.
So unfortunately, they don't do any vegan cheese or any vegan pizza.
2 slices of pepperoni with a beer while I download the footage from today. And that'll be it, I think.
Yeah, it's been a long,
It has been a long day.
We always tell people when we come on these 3-day cruises that it's a cruise to nowhere. You go out into the sea. You can't see land sometimes anywhere you are. We just kind of cruise around up and down the coast of Queensland, and it's beautiful. You can get little sights of land sometimes, and just ocean as far as
Dolphins,
you can see.
whales.
Today, however, the ship we did sail away. Sail away. Actually, it was lovely. Sail away was beautiful, but actually, the ship just pulled out of the Brisbane harbour, turned around, went out a little bit, and then we were like, we haven't moved. We haven't gone anywhere. And we haven't moved since. We've literally just stayed here. So
yeah, we can almost still see Brisbane from here, and I was like, this is strange. It's like it's really not going anywhere. But
it's funny, isn't it? I don't feel quite settled in yet. We haven't done a tour as a ship. We've just gone to like where we needed to go.
Yeah.
So we sort of went to the restaurant, then we went to the pub, and we had the sing-song, and we went into the Sorrento's to get the pizza. But we haven't really had a proper mooch around.
It's been a little while since we've been on this ship, and like with some of the other ships that we go on a lot more regularly, it's very easy to settle in. I think it's because we've not been on here for a little while, and it's refreshing, sort of like remembering, oh yeah, that's there, it does this, it does that.
Yeah.
So we'll have a good look around tomorrow. But I did enjoy going down to the solarium and spending half an hour in there as the sun went down. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Food-wise, I didn't particularly enjoy my meal tonight. It's a long time since you will have heard me say that I didn't really like the whole of the meal. So that's pretty unusual for any cruise ship, and especially one of this quality. So the starter was just like the 4 prawns that was in a cocktail sauce. Nothing wrong with it. It was nice. It was pleasant. It was very, very tiny.
Was it that sweet sauce?
Yeah, it was like a kind of spicy tomato sauce,
Right.
but it was just a little tiny bit of iceberg lettuce. Nice, nothing to it. The crab cakes, I just thought they were gloop. I couldn't make out whether it was supposed to be rice, potato, or pasta. that was binding the crab cake together, because it was literally like flour and water. It was just bleh. So there was no flavour or anything on that at all. And then the dessert was what promised to be. I said, stay with me. I said, stay with me till the end, and I'll tell you what the dessert is, because it said it was a caramel. What was it?
Peanut
caramel. Oh, I just thought yum. And it actually came. It was actually Rice Krispies with a kind of a coating of peanut butter. So when you ate it, it was like the Rice Krispies, and that it was like the whole mouth stuck together.
Yeah.
It was like gloopy, but the Rice Krispies were sort of light. But you couldn't get through it anyway. So I said, stay with me, and I'll tell you what it's like. So that was a bit of a disappointment. Anyhow,
Yeah, you see, my meal was fine. I enjoyed my meal.
Yeah, you did,
it's just
didn't
one of
you?
those things. I think
Yeah.
perhaps maybe you I've not made the bad choices, but it just so happened that the choices you made
Yeah.
were not. Anyway,
Breakfast tomorrow. There are so many places here to eat. I'm
Yeah.
sure I am not going to starve. I've got plenty of spare from Christmas in storage. I'm not
Little
gonna.
squirrel.
I won't be fainting away anytime soon. So don't worry. I'm sure nobody's worried.
okay.
I'm not.
Well, okay, so time for us to call it a night. It's been a long day. It always is Embarkation Day, and full day tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to do, but we'll have a look at the sheet in the morning and work out what we're going to do. I think we've got bumper cars booked for later on. Or, well, not booked, reserved. You can't book them, but you turn up. But, so, yeah, let's call it a night. If you've liked the video, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos. From Quantum of the Seas, in our little home away from home for the few days, we're going to say good night to you for now, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See ya. What was his name?
It says it's actually recording.
Oh.
I might throw that in.
Oh dear. I don't say such things. Okay.
I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need.
Today we are going on our 3-day cruise on the Quantum of the Seas Royal Caribbean ship. Absolutely beautiful. Before we set off in the cars, let's do our checklist. Has everybody got photo ID?
Yes.
Check. Has everybody got either a credit card or cash? Check. Has everybody closed their windows in the
Check.
house?
Yes.
Check.
And locked.
Turned off the fans. Have we got the tickets, Robert?
Yes.
Yes.
Check.
Have the bins been emptied?
Check.
Check. And has the back door been locked?
Yes.
Check.
Check.
Is that it? Is that everything? I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Everybody downloaded the app.
Burglar
Yes.
alarm
Yes.
is switched on.
Have the hounds been released? Yes. Let's go, everyone.